can't help but grind when I'm in the hood. I'm down bad, but this money make me feel good. I'm in the kitchen with this bag, trying to cook some good. And if my wops come back, then I know it's good. I said I can't help but grind when I'm in the hood. I'm down bad, but this money make me feel good. I'm in the kitchen with this bag, trying to cook some good.
What's good? What's good? You know where we at. For the culture, by the culture. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to get right to it because, first and foremost, free Tory Lanez. Secondly, I agree with DJ Akademiks' opinions and perspectives on certain points of what's going on with the Tory Lanez case with Megan Thee Stallion. Now, first and foremost, what I do agree with DJ Akademiks with Tory Lanez, as far as Tory Lanez is concerned, is okay. Tory Lanez is engaged currently. We also know that Tory Lanez is from Canada, so due to this situation he in when he does return to the street in the free world, he faces deportation. So I agree with DJ Akademiks when DJ Akademiks said Tory Lanez should have been got married. Tory Lanez should have been got married. That way, his citizenship would have been cool in the U.S. That's first and foremost with me because he already got to deal with what he going through and getting his fresh 10-year sentence. Mind you, I still don't feel like he did it, but I feel like he was standing on something by taking out for the whole situation because at the end of the day, I feel like he's doing 10 years for not telling on Kelsey. Now, is he a real dude for that? Or is he, do y'all call him sweet for that? I can't say either perspective is wrong, but at the end of the day, if Kelsey got kids, I doubt Tory would want to see her in a situation where she got to prove her innocence in the court of law, and that be a burden to her situation in the real world. And why I say that is because um, we don't know Kelsey like that, but we do know Meg Thee Stallion. We do know Tory Lanez. We do know Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez both rich. Kelsey might not be rich, so the things that she might have went through this court process might have been a little bit more strenuous for her than it was for Tory Lanez. And why I say that is because, once again, Tory Lanez is rich, so he had some of the best attorneys. His situation was set up a little bit better. Granted, he did lose the situation, but like I said, I feel like he lost that by taking out and just taking the blame for Kelsey. And I also feel like Meg Thee Stallion probably knew that Kelsey did it. But at the end of the day, her aggression, the way she felt, the way she was in her emotions, was toward Tory Lanez. So I feel like she just pointed the finger at Tory. And once you pointed the finger, and that's what you told the law, you got to stand on that lie now through the whole court process, all the way to the end. Because now, if you don't, you face all the backlash for actually lying during the case, which I feel like you did that anyway. And in this situation, Tory Lanez got the short end of the stick because he ended up with the time. Kelsey in the free world. Meg Thee Stallion in the free world. Her career continues. When Tory comes home, he will be close to 40 years old. Music will be done changed by then. I'm not saying he lose all his fans and come home to no type of career, but to come home and be at where you were at when you left the streets, the chances of that happening is slim to none. So yeah, I agree with academics in so many ways, but I do, and I want to stress this a lot, that I really feel like Tory took the blame, took he swallowed the whole situation because he didn't want to point Kelsey out. Because you got to think about it. This whole situation he'd been talking about, he didn't do it, he didn't do it, he didn't do it. It's only three people in the back of this van. Him, Meg the Stallion, and Kelsey. So if you didn't do it, and Meg didn't do it to herself, who else did it? But when Meg is not saying that Kelsey did it, and Tory ain't pointing the finger to Kelsey neither, all the blame stays on Tory. So Tory takes the blame for everything. But I'm pretty sure Tory thought he would get out of this situation because he knew that he didn't do it. So the fact that he didn't do it led him to not plead guilty and go to trial. So people can say, "Oh, he should have took out." If you didn't do nothing, you're not taking no time for something that you didn't do. So honestly speaking, if he didn't really do it, he wasn't supposed to just plead guilty. And I feel like he didn't do it. I feel like he's taking the blame for what Kelsey did. Let me know what y'all think, because 10 years is better than 20, but at the end of the day, 10 years is still a decade out of your career that you won't get to perform, that you won't get to drop new albums, that you won't get to tour, that you won't get to be seen consistently over these social media platforms like you have been as of recently. Let's keep in mind that Tory is a businessman, not just an artist and entertainer. So him having to go sit down for 10 years while Meg stays out for 10 years, continues on. We don't know where her career gonna lead her. But she's out here with the opportunities while Tory has been stripped of all his opportunities. So I do agree with DJ Academic. Tory should have got married to his fiance before he got sentenced. I really feel like he took this case for Kelsey. I really feel like Meg the Stallion lied in court the whole time. I feel like she really know who did it, but she didn't want to tell on the girl because she was into it mostly with Tory. So she puts the blame on Tory. We've known women to do this over history, accuse people of doing things that they didn't do. Now, I'm not going to say every time they accuse somebody of something, it didn't happen, but it's always instances where a female accuses somebody of something, and that's not what really happened. This could be one of them instances. This could be one of them situations. But regardless of the situation, Tory Lanez got found guilty in the Meg Thee Stallion case. Me, I agree with DJ Academics because he should have married his fiance. One, solidify your citizenship in the U.S. Because when you come home, you most likely happen to go back to Canada. Two, I kind of feel sorry for him because if he did take this case on the chin because he didn't want to point the finger at Kelsey, then he risked his career for somebody that might not even be there for him throughout this 10-year sentence. You see what I'm saying? So this could also be a situation where keeping it real goes wrong and Tory gets the short end of the whole situation because he the one that got to eat them jail meals. He the one that got to do day for day. He the one that got to go through the trials and tribulations of being incarcerated. He the one that got to go through all that he about to experience. in the next decade. Free Tory Lanez, man. Free Tory Lanez, man. Shout out to DJ Akademiks. And this is not to throw no rain on Meg Thee Stallion's parade, because I still wish her the best with her career. It's just unfortunate that the situation she ended up in, which is anybody when they end up the person um hurt in the situation, they gonna feel some type of way about the person that hurt them. So I can't really just knock Meg, because she is a female. Females have feelings, emotions. They switch moods. So we know how that part goes. So I'm not just gonna rain on her parade. I still wish she have a successful career. It's just a whole messed up situation between them three. And I'm not just saying with Tory and Meg, but Tory, Meg, and Kelsey. It's a crazy situation. Even with the driver of the van too, because he didn't want to speak until after the fact. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Leave them comments in the comment section. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. This is for the culture, by the culture. Hit that like button. It's time for that culture for the streets. And it's just like that.